Hello. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about feelings and how people value them over other things. So, if I say, oh, I don't like that, I feel bad about this, all of a sudden it's a big problem, and people are like, I don't get why you're still doing this. You feel bad, you don't like it. And for me, just because I don't like something or feel some type of way towards something doesn't mean I'm going to be stopped in what I'm doing. I meet a lot of people who have these feelings that they're okay with expressing. So they're either very happy or they're really angry, and there's almost no in between. There's no room for expressing their sadness or their doubts or their fears, because those are the weak emotions. And if I show you my weakness, then you have something you can use against me, and it doesn't feel good, and you can take advantage. And I'd argue that in showing only happiness or anger, you kind of come across as a two emotion person. And some people might see it as bipolar because it's unexpected that you're either very happy or you're very upset. And that's not easy to deal with, because then you become a bit unpredictable and a bit volatile, and it becomes difficult to want to interact with people who do that, because it's like, oh, it's a good day, like, yeah, you're happy, and then it's like, oh my gosh, what did I do this time? You seem so upset, and I just don't know how to console you. And it's just a matter of, we allow our emotions to be the first thing that we interact with people from, then it just becomes very difficult and unpredictable and unstable, because we have feelings for everything, and you just never know what's going to come up next. And so for myself, my feelings, I've always worked towards having my feelings be more of an indicator of where I'm at. So if I feel good, I feel happy, I know things are going well, and I'm very satisfied with how my life is. And then if I feel upset and I'm sad or angry, then it's like, okay, what's wrong? Like, what needs to be resolved? What's not going the way that I want it to? And how can I eliminate this issue so that I can be more effective and get things done? So for me, I have this strange form of passion where I might complain about things, but it's not because I don't like them. I've always believed that the opposite of love is apathy, not hate. So if I'm complaining and I'm frustrated, that's just me trying to figure out, how do I solve this problem and how do I come up with a solution? Because usually if I have a problem I can't solve, then talking with someone, it's like, okay, like, let me get the pieces out there, like, this is happening and that's happening, and how do they fit together, and what can I do differently? So I'm the type of person, I'll complain a lot, but I'm usually trying to like come up with a solution and get myself in action on experimenting with what will work and how can I resolve this problem. So I'm like the type of person, my feelings don't stop me. And a lot of people have been letting me know, they're like, Latia, you start off and you're so excited, you're so passionate, you just, like, your enthusiasm is visible, and then you kind of fizzle out and you lose it as you go. And for me, I'm like, okay, like, yeah, I don't stay super happy, cheerleader, peppy the entire time. And like from my end, I know I'm still passionate. I'm just unsure of like how to proceed. And so I was a cheerleader in the 8th grade, and my mom let me know that I was the least enthusiastic cheerleader she had ever seen. She was just like, you looked miserable up there doing your cheering thing and so unhappy. And it was just, I'm not always the most stereotypically peppy person, but I'm always passionate about what I do, and I always enjoy everything that I do, and I really just am out to produce a result and get to the like destination sometimes. And so I've been learning that people feeling my enthusiasm can have an impact on, whether they want to work with me or how we get along. And so I've been working on, okay, what do you need to know that I am enthusiastic, I'm all in, and I just want this to be the best thing that it can be. And so something else that I noticed is that we all, like, a lot of people seem to have this belief that you need to be passionate in order to do something, and it seems like passion is set up as this ideal pie in the sky. It has to be the ultimate thing in my life, and if it's anything below that, it's not worth doing. And not all of us have this level of passion to where we're just so enthusiastic. It's something that gets us up in the morning and we just can't live without it. So I'd argue that maybe we need to change our definition of passion into like a strong love and strong enjoyment. Because as long as you're really enjoying what you're doing and you have fun doing it, like, what's the problem? The more you do something, the better you get, and the better you get, the more passionate you'll be, and the easier it will get. And so eventually you'll be at this place where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I wasn't passionate before. I didn't realize that, you know, I could be this excited, because the love that we have for what we do might just be that seed that's going to lead to the passion that's going to make it something we can't live without. So I guess I just feel like we need to change our standards and focus on what works for us and not what everyone else says that we should do, because my passion may not look like your passion, but as long as we're doing what we love, who's to stop us? And, you know, as long as we're developing and growing and not limited by our feelings or what we think, you're unstoppable. And so I hope that this has helped you consider that maybe your feelings aren't the most reliable source of how things are going, and that maybe there's something better to look at, and, you know, just a way of looking at things in terms of like, what do I enjoy? What do I like to do? And just starting with a little seed of enjoyment and moving forward, and that sometimes our feelings don't let us know what's true. Because there are days where I love something and I can't go a moment without it. And other days where I'm like, nah, just don't feel like doing it. But at the end of the day, as long as I'm doing the things that need to be done in order to reach my goal, I'm unstoppable. And I hope you are too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.